Hey, what's going on, man? Another Tuesday night on the Dog Pound. I see the champ is here, and what's going on, Gilberto?
Everything ready. Everything is good and
Yeah,
exciting for July
yeah.
9th.
Now, it's been a little while since we had you on. You getting ready to
Yeah.
fight? What is it? This July 6th or 9th?
July 9th.
July 9th, okay.
Yes.
And you're gonna be fighting uh, uh,
Sullivan Barrera.
Barrera,
Yes,
yeah.
Cuban guy.
Now, this is this a mandatory
Uh,
or an eliminator?
no, this is an ABF title fight.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
And I hope after this can get the title fight.
okay,
Yeah,
and he's fighting light heavy now, K9. Remember that he's
yeah,
fighting light heavy,
yeah. So
and
I know he already had the belt, so I'm like, how's he fighting for the NABF when he got the world title? He moved up. You vacated your world title to move up.
Yes, I vacate at 68 and then I move up and now to look for become a to champion division, to world champion division.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Now tell everybody, all the fans that's watching in, your record, because boy, you need to be talked about as one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world. You got an impressive record.
Yeah, my record is 41-0 and 27 knockout. And I used to be I was the first Mexican champion in 168. I did a fight title defense, and I'm so happy for that and so exciting because now it's a new challenge in 175 and ready in 1 week. Everything is ready. The hard work is done.
Yeah.
Now, time to enjoy the fight. Time
Yeah.
to take the soul, the
Mhm.
guy, and 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 put a great show.
Yeah. Now I know you don't want to look too far ahead. You don't want to look too far ahead, but I know it's guys out there like Benavidez and even Canelo Alvarez. If you got past your opponent and you had a choice to fight Benavidez or Canelo, which fight would you take?
Well, obviously, everyone wants to see those fights. I want Canelo, Benavidez, but right now I'm looking to be a champion in 175
Yeah.
because he's a 68 and I cannot make a 68 anymore. And then I had to look forward.
Okay. Okay. Who you being promoted by? Is it
Uh,
Oscar now?
Golden Boy,
Oh,
Oscar.
there you go. Okay. Oh, that's good. I was promoted by Oscar once upon a time myself. So
Right.
yeah, you definitely in good hands.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're in good hands. Yep. Yeah. So who you think will win between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? And I'm gonna let you go back to James.
But I think Fury again, but knockout because he knocked
Ooh,
him out again and he know how to do it.
yeah.
But Deontay Wilder, he was training really focused, and I hope he put a great show, and we'll see. But
Yeah.
for me, it's Fury.
Oh no, one more, James. I know James licking his chops. One more. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence.
Ooh, that's a great fight. That's a
Yeah.
great fight. But I think my heart is with Pacquiao, but I think Spence now he's in his prime.
Yeah.
He's a pound for pound fighter, and
Yeah.
I think he can beat Pacquiao.
Okay. Hey, I'm always excited and happy to have you on the show. I mean, you're a real humble guy. A lot of world champions or big time fighters, pound for pound fighters like yourself. You got to go to publicists to get to them. They too busy. They forget where they come from. So I salute you. I take my hat off to you for
Thank you,
coming on the show.
thank you,
All
man. It's thank you for having me too, and it's
that.
a pleasure for me too, and yeah.
now,
Mhm.
I want to ask you a little bit about your upcoming fight with Barrera. Uh, did you study? Did you do a lot of studying of your opponent?
Yeah, I've been watching some tapes. I know him, and we used to train together in Big Bear, the summit, and I think it ought to be a good fight because we know each other, and that's the way it will be like a really exciting fight.
So just to give us a little preview, you say you guys did you spar together in Big Bear?
Yes, I used in like it was like 8 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a 160 in that time, and he was a light heavyweight. It was
You
a
say
great work, great work for me.
okay. Sound like you said you used to beat his butt. Okay. Is that what you said? You said you used to beat his butt.
I say like that we did a really good job together, and I
Okay.
learned a
Okay.
lot. And it's great to
Okay.
have a good sparring always.
Now
Okay.
he's the older fighter in this, right?
Say it again.
He's the older guy in this one, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah. So and he's been he's been fighting light heavy the last 4 years, 5 years.
yes. And I think he's a dangerous opponent because he's been in this division for a long time, and he's been fighting with a good fight, and he has experience, he has power, and that's why I have to be careful all the time.
Yeah. So now not wanting you to give away any you know secrets or whatever that you did in training camp, but did you bring in some smaller guys or did you bring in some heavier guys?
Well, but sparring is sparring. I think everything like they come is good for me, and I've been sparring with a good guys, and I mean it's just work timing, and it's not it's not any secret in this sport. It's just hard work and dedication.
You say that there's no secrets, huh? You guys know each other pretty well. So
Yeah.
uh, now looking at some of these guys in the lighter divisions, we just saw Charlo fight a couple weeks ago. What did you think about his performance?
It was good. It was good. He did a great job in the ring, and but the other guy, he was tough. He could take punches, and he did a hard time to Charlo, and it's good for him because he going to learn a lot from that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, K9. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him how did you like the Gervonta Davis performance? And do you
Ooh,
think
that was great. That was great. I love it. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a real deal.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. How you think how you think it will fare against the Devin Haney or Tefimo Lopez? What of them which guy do you think is actually the best in that weight class?
I think Gervonta is intelligent and he has power, and Teofimo, yeah, both of them. Yeah, Devin Haney good is good. He's a smart guy, but I think they have heavy hand. They have power in his hand. Yeah, Gervonta and
Do you think Lomachenko could win a rematch with Tefimo Lopez if they fought? Because he looked pretty good himself. Lomachenko did.
yeah, but no, I don't think he can beat Lomachenko. Teofimo anymore because
Okay.
they know each other, and I think Teofimo he know how to beat Lomachenko. He beat once, and he will do it again.
Okay. And when you say you say you fight in 1 week?
Yeah, 1 week next week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you a veteran. You know, you a veteran. A lot of fighters they get ready a week before the fight. They don't come on. They don't do lots of interviews. You know, you've been there, done that before. You've been here plenty of times, so it's easy work to you.
yeah, it is, and plus I want to people know me more. I want to
Yes.
they know about me a little bit more, and they know about the fight.
Yeah. Well, now Golden Boy is actually a great promoter. I
Yeah,
mean, I wonder why your name isn't buzzing like it should. Like, I know you. I've been to you, before you came on the show and all that, and I know you're a great fighter. But I mean, what is it that you feel like they need to do, or you can do better to be able to people to really be screaming your name as a pound for pound best fighter because you up there. You 41-0. Let me wind
yeah,
that. You 41-0. So your name's supposed to ring big time, big time.
yeah. But eventually will be, and I'm trusting myself, and
Yeah,
I know that sooner or later that time it will come,
yeah,
and I'm just have to be focusing,
yeah,
winning every fight, and make noise.
yeah. Now with your frame, let me ask you the other question real quick. With your frame, do you actually think you can move up all the way up to heavyweight? Because you was too big for 168. You might be too big eventually for 175. Can you potentially see yourself at heavyweight?
Yeah, but eventually that's the goal. Be a world champion 68, 75, and 190. Now they have cruiserweight and 200, and then after that heavyweight. Yeah,
Tyson Fury?
yeah. Why not?
Uh, hey, who's the weakest link out of all the heavyweights? Who would you say is out of Fury, Joshua, and Wilder? Who you think is the weakest link out of those three, and who you think is the best out of those three?
I think Fury has a lot of skill. He can box, he can move, he's fast for being a heavyweight, and that makes difference. The other guy just like going for one punch, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Once again,
Uh,
boy, I said appreciate you definitely.
now, how is the promotions company going? Zurdo Promotions.
It's going well. I wanna make a show in August 21st in Mazatlan, and the fighters are ready, and they waiting for the to be in the car, and this is exciting too to be a promoter too because I can help people. I can show the way that they can do it, and I'm a role model for them because they want to be like Zurdo too.
Yeah, that Mazatlan, man, that's a pretty good venue there. Lot of dinero down there in Mazatlan. How
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
are you a local? Is that where you're from?
Yes, some local, some from here from LA, but at the end of the day, I want to help some fighters. I want to make some champions too, and I want to that they believe in themselves that they can be a champion and pound for pound fighter, and that just help them there.
So, have you signed some young fighters already?
Yes, I have few fighters, and but we work more like we trust and them, and they trust me. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, well, K9, any final thoughts you want to get with the champ?
Yeah, Zurdo. Jake Paul is taking over boxing. If you want to fight you next, you gonna step to the plate and fight him.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul,
Well, if the people want to see that fight, yeah, why not? But I'm looking for be a champion. Yeah.
real
So,
champions, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
real
yeah,
champion.
yeah. He ain't gonna really mess. He an opportunist. But let me ask
Yeah.
you though. Let me ask you though. Do you think that he actually, these YouTubers are actually good for boxing though?
Well, it's different. They bring some fans for boxing. I mean, it's good for all the fighters, and it's good for them too. And I think it's good, but they have to. If they wanna be a real fighter, they have to fight a really good fighter.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a fan wants to know how was your sparring with Benavidez?
Oh, was great. Was great. He's obviously he's a top fighter,
Yeah.
and he's sparring like two champions, and it's a great work together.
Okay. Did you ever spar with Canelo?
Yes, before like 10 years ago, we used to
Yeah.
train together. Yeah, he was
Okay.
great too. Yeah,
That's good work.
yeah.
Was he small? Was he littler then back then, or was he actually a bigger dude?
No, he's small. Yeah, for me,
He was
I'm
small.
bigger than him.
Bigger than him. Okay. You had to play with him. You couldn't really hurt. You ain't try to hurt him because he was too small then, or was you really working with him?
No, we work together. That's not the thing. Like we had to kill each other. We had to work and yeah.
Oh no, y'all were trying to kill each other, or y'all wasn't trying to kill each other?
No, it's work. It's not like try to kill each other like all the time. It's like what can I help
No,
them and what
yeah.
you can help me.
It wasn't like prompt sparring, K9.
It
Okay.
was good.
It wasn't that that kind of play.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Let me ask you one last question. Is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Doing making the Mexicans look bad with the way that he's going out there getting beat by MMA fighters. I mean, what do you think about that?
Or it was bad. It was bad performance for him because everyone was expecting put a great show and then like he fight he did good and it was a bad for him. But I think he need to be like more disciplined for be a good fighter because he used to be a good fighter and now it's like you don't put a lot of dedication in this sport and this sport is tough and no one can like I don't know not like it's not easy for like anyone they think that they can do it but it's not.
Yeah, yeah. Who's the greatest? Take yourself about out the equation. Who's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time in your eyes?
Julio Cesar Chavez father obviously and Tito Trinidad Peter Peter he was Peter um, Tito Trinidad de la Hoya Peter Quick no Peter I forget the name.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Okay. I always say you gotta move your head, boy. You can't. You get
yeah,
started.
he fought versus Oscar de la Hoya and
Hmm. Oh, I know. I think I know you talking about. You talking about? Oh, yeah. The
he
guy Oscar beat him though, right?
yeah and he was really good with the defense and
Yeah, I know.
he was
Yeah, he's
really down.
junior middleweight. Junior middleweight.
Yeah, middleweight. Yeah.
Junior middleweight. Yeah, I remember. I know you talking about. Oh man, they was talking about doing maybe fighting each other. I can't think of his name, but I know you talking about.
Yeah, if I forget the name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like him though? You say he's one of the greatest, huh?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay,
watched boxing.
yeah, okay. Well, we
uh,
definitely. Go
Whitaker, Hernan Whitaker.
no, Pernell. No, yeah,
Hernan,
Pernell.
yeah. Hernan Whitaker. Yeah.
oh yeah,
He was cold. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, so yeah, someone asked, who was your 5 top fighters of all time?
The other time,
Hmm.
Chavez, De La Hoya, Marquez, um, uh,
All Mexican. Huh?
the heavyweight. That's Muhammad Ali
Okay.
and Barrera Morales. Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
he did get Muhammad Ali in there though.
yeah.
he, he,
Hey, nigga,
uh,
he did that one for you. That's right. Right.
hey, Champ, what do you think about Canelo calling out Benavidez?
Uh, I mean, that everyone wants to see the fight, Canelo versus Benavidez, and I mean, they had to give the fight to the people, and if he want to be like recognized for them, they had to. But eventually, there will happen that fight.
Now, I'm talking about the light heavyweight Benavidez,
The light heavy.
Arthur.
Oh,
Arthur Benavidez, he said he wanted to fight Plant, then Charlo, and then Benavidez. Benavidev, not Benavidev. It's Benavidev, not Benavez.
Oh,
Yeah, the champ, the champ. I think he's the light heavyweight champ now, right?
oh, no.
Benavidev.
Benavides, yeah.
Yeah, Canelo was calling him out. What do you think about that?
But I don't know if we're talking the same Benavides, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm talking about the light heavyweight Benavidev, the one at 178.
No.
He's from Russia.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know him. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know
Uh,
him.
yeah, Canelo's calling him out. But do you think?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Benavides.
Yeah, Benavides. Yeah,
Yeah,
Benavides.
Benavides. Yeah.
What do you think about that matchup?
I mean, it's the Canelo wants to get all the belts, but it's good for him to have to try to get different challenge. But I want to take my chance and beat Benavides first.
Because you are actually really a 175 pounder. You know,
Yes.
I think Canelo he's just an opportunist, and he will fight guys that he know he can beat if they're up
Uh-huh.
the weight. But as far as trying to fight, I don't think he'll want to get in the ring with you. He don't want to get in the ring with Benavidez because
No.
they're too big. He's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he'll fight Plant. Plant is not no actually big dude.
Yeah.
168.
Yeah. He's
Plant's
big.
a boxer.
Yeah.
Plant's a boxer. He doesn't have. To me, he doesn't have enough power to keep Canelo off of him. What do you think about that?
Calaplan, he move a lot. He has a lot of skill, and I think it's a good match. And he'll give you a lot of hard time, but I think Canelo can beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Canelo's smart. He's a smart dude. Smart dude.
Yeah.
I think he learned a whole lot from Oscar De La Hoya. I think
Yeah.
when Canelo lost to Floyd, I think he learned a lot when he fought Floyd, as far as the form to fight him, who to fight. He got better, and I think he learned a lot from Oscar, and he took it and he ran with it, and he's one of the best out here.
Yeah. That's good for him,
Yeah.
and it's good to having a lot of talent, Mexican talent. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked you, are you a fan of Ricky Hatton?
Yeah, I used to be a fan. Yeah, from Ricky Hatton.
Okay. Yep. You say you like him. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, man. You make sure you get you some good sleep. So, what are you doing like right now, like far as like preparing? Because I know the hard training is gone now. What are you doing now? You doing a lot of resting right now? You watching
Well,
your right now?
right now, after the interview, I had to go into the gym and train a little bit,
Okay.
and has more interview, and then come back and rest and to sleep.
Okay. All right. Well,
All right, champ.
Yep.
Make sure we get your social media and everything before you go.
Yeah, Zurdo Ramirez, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Muchas gracias a toda la gente por el apoyo. Thank you everyone for your support. And don't miss the fight July 9. No se pierdan la pelea del julio 9. Los Ángeles.
Yeah.
All right, champ.
All right, champ.
All right. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Okay. Cheers.
Thank you. God bless you too.
All right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, hey, he's a humble guy. Hey, he can speak good English, hey. That's one thing, I like when a Mexican can fight and can speak English.
Well, if he wants to be a promoter, he has to be versatile, so he does have his own promotion company now. And he's bringing up some young Mexican fighters, and so it is good to see boxing back, to see people back in sitting, putting butts in seats. K9 Sunday, we had some bouts on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
PBC,
Uh-huh.
and although it was unusual, we
Yeah.
had something I think that was actually good for boxing. We
What?
out of 4 fights,
Yeah.
we had 3 upsets. The B side won all the first 3 fights.
Ah, yeah. Oh, I heard. Yeah, listen. SB put me up on one upset. All right, go ahead. Tell me. We got our next guest in the queue too, though. So we're gonna put
Okay.
him on. Just tell me about what you was talking about real quick. Which one?
No. Well, we can go ahead and talk to Javier. Javier, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How about you, sir?
We're
Yeah.
doing great, man. Once again, you have a good publicist, Mr. Mario Serrano, and we got you on today. Now you're an upcoming prospect, 4-0, with was that 2 or 3 knockouts?
Actually, 6-0 with 4 knockouts.
6-0, okay. Okay.
Exact right.
Well,
Like, bro, get it right. Okay. You messing with
hey,
his money.
well, hey, that's what his publicist sent me now 4-0. So so now I got to get on him for just sending me false information. But anyway, man, tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you? How'd you get into boxing? Amateur record?
I'm 18 years old. I actually got into boxing because in my neighborhood, it was always us kids. We're always playing sports and all that, and we would always get in an argument, and leading to that argument, we would always fight. So then everyone in the neighborhood had a brother or like someone else to back them up, and when it would be us fighting, um, then they would jump in and they would start jumping on me. So my dad didn't like that, and my dad was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. Let's start putting you in boxing so you can learn how to defend yourself more. So then he took me to the gym, and my first gym was at Joe Angels, and I started learning little by little. And once I started seeing everyone spar, I told my dad I want to spar because it looked interesting. So then I sparred, and then I got beat up my first sparring. I took a break because I was a little embarrassed, and after that, I just slowly kept on training hard. I started falling for the sport, and I actually saw everyone fighting. So then that's how I wanted to start. I want to ask my dad, hey dad, let's get my book so I can start fighting.
Yeah.
And my amateur record was I have 67 fights, and out of those 67 fights, I lost about 12 or 11 fights, and all those losses were against really tough and high ranked competitors. And before turning into the pros, I was ranked number 7 at the 123 youth division.
Okay. And what's your weight class now?
126 featherweight.
Okay. All right. And 18 years old. K9, we're getting a lot of youngsters in here, man. I got shoes older than this young man.
Exactly. 18 years old. So man, so when you started boxing when you was like 2?
No, I started boxing when I was like training. I started training around like 11 and a half. But when my first fight was around like 12, like a year after, so like 12 and a half.
Oh man, you turned pro real quick. Yeah, who you signed with?
Currently I'm not signed with no one. I'm just building my record. I want to get, my dream is to get signed by PBC or any big huge promoter out there.
Okay. For somebody said good for you, brother. Somebody, hey, I think Crying Hippie want to sign you. Good for you, brother. That's good. 6-0. So 6-0. Well, how many knockouts?
4 knockouts.
4 knockouts. So the fights that you had, I mean, did you come in as the A side? I mean, because not having a promoter, a lot of times, it can get real hard. I know from experience, you know what I mean? Did you come in as the A side or you just fought tough guys and beat them?
Actually, my first 4 fights, they were out in Mexico, so I really don't know if I was the A side. So I don't know. I really didn't know how it works over there. But my last 2 fights were here in San Antonio, and I was the A side on both those fights.
Okay, okay. So you got somebody that's getting you your fights. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you got a manager then.
Yes, sir. The person who looks for my fights are my coach Rick Nunez and his friend Robert Tapia.
Okay. Okay. What's your weight class?
126.
Oh, 126. Okay, 126. All right, all right. That ain't bad. I like 126. Them guys can bang, boy. Who did you
Yes,
like? Who
sir.
did you look up to growing up?
I looked up to Eric Morales. A lot of people when I was growing up too. A lot of people. It's funny because my nose is big and everyone wonders like, oh, you must fight. So then
Yeah,
they're like, your nose reminds me of Eric Morales. So then when they told me about him, I started looking him up, and
yeah.
I just love his style. So I looked up to him.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. Eric Morales. Okay, okay. You be watching? Did you watch Tank Davis fight this weekend?
Yes, sir, I did.
Man, how you feel about him? You know, do you think the power is real? Do you think he is as good as they portraying him to be?
I don't know that power is crazy. I mean, I think he does. I know he has a lot of power because he's coming down all the way from like 160, 165, all the way to 130. So he had, and I know he had. They don't call him Tank for no reason.
Right, right, right. But I'm just saying though, how you gonna blaze Manny Pacquiao and say Manny Pacquiao moved up in weight, and so he was on steroids because he was knocking everybody out, moving up in weight. So now Gervonta Davis moving up in weight, and he's knocking guys out. Why ain't nobody saying he on steroids? Now I'm not saying he on steroids, but to take that kind of power, go up there and beat a guy that's way bigger than you, and drop him, hurt him, knock him out with a body shot. I mean, why ain't nobody saying that? Is it because he with Mayweather or what? I mean, it says about Manny Pacquiao. So since he's a good guy, they throw salt in his eye. But since Tank Davis is rolling with Mayweather, why ain't nobody saying that he could be on steroids or anything?
Yeah, but why even bring that into boxing, man? I mean, why, why would we even want to think something like that? I mean,
No, look,
boxing's just coming back. We've got butts in seats.
yeah,
Why would you, and we got big fights coming up. Are we gonna
yeah.
say if Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury, are
Who?
we gonna say he's on steroids?
No, they gonna say Tyson Fury had a glove, man.
No, as a young man and just getting into the sport, you know, uh, do you think that now that the pandemic is over, and especially since you're in Texas, man? I mean, like the very first fight that we had in Texas after the pandemic had 73,000 people. So you're fighting down there in Texas, man. How excited are you to get fans back in the building?
Man, having my fifth fight was my first fight here in San Antonio. Having that fight, having the audience and the hype and just everyone just like oh yeah yeah, just my whole family and everyone I know, just the whole support. It felt like amazing. It was literally unbelievable. Uh, it felt like a movie to me, but I know it's gonna feel even better once I get signed by a big promoter and then I'm actually fighting over there at the AT&T Center or in Arlington or the MGM Grand, State Farm Arena, Atlanta, anywhere like that. I know it's gonna even feel even 10 times as better as fighting just here in San Antonio.
Now, what are your thoughts? Uh, San Antonio, you have Canelo fighting there. You got a lot of the really big Mexican fighters fighting out of Texas, and you got a lot of champions down there in Texas. Uh, what's your sparring like? Did you say that you were with Rick Moronis?
Oh, my sparring, we spar we spar three times a week. Spar Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we get some good work with Bam Rodriguez, uh, Robert Rodriguez, uh, another fighter named Goyo. Sometimes in there, Josh, and we're out here sparring. We're sparring 8-10 rounds, just to be more than ready than the rounds of fighting.
Okay. You also Jesse Leah has some fighters down there. Do you guys like go back and forth to different gyms?
No, sometimes we won't really go down to much gyms. Usually they come to us. But if anything, like if they can't make it to our gym, then we'll head to their gym.
And what's been your biggest transition from amateur to pro?
Uh, what do you mean by that?
Uh, a lot of people say, after they're moving up from amateurs, the pace is faster. You have a different training schedule.
Oh,
You have to put in much more time.
mm-hmm.
Uh, in actuality, where it's not really uh, for that much enjoyment anymore because now it's a business.
Yeah. Now I know what you mean. So from the amateurs, with me, it was I was training Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays I wouldn't really train as much. Those 2 days I wouldn't actually train, and then it was back to the gym Monday through Friday, and then off again on the weekend. But now that I'm a professional, everything's different. I'm expected a lot more. So I'm at the gym Monday through Saturday, and then Sundays I'm always I go for a light run, and then I train about 3 to 2 times a day on Monday through Friday. I run in the morning for my school for cross country. Then around like 12ish, 10ish, I'll go to strength and conditioning, get a good workout there, and then after that it's until 5:30, and I'm at the gym working hard.
So you're still in high school.
Yes, sir.
When do you graduate?
I'm graduating this year, 2022.
Okay, so well now, since you're still in high school, I mean, now, and you're a professional, your hands are weapons, man. I mean, uh, how do your classmates think of that, man? Uh, you go be the prom king, and most most popular guy in the class, and you got the cheerleaders and all. What's happening, man? I mean, life seems to be your oyster right now, man.
Oh man, before when I was in middle school, I wouldn't really tell anyone I was a boxer because I wasn't scared, but I didn't want to like deal with like everyone just wants to fight me because I'm a boxer and they want to see like where they're
Mr.
at, this and that. So then once I was in eighth grade, I already opened up. I was like, I posted, I was like, oh, I won my fight here in Houston, and now everyone knows I boxes and before when I was amateur, no one really cared. But like once I turned pro and I started posting more like about my fights, everyone like started hitting me up and telling me, "Hey man, congratulations, this and that." And every time I'm at my school, they're still congratulating me and telling me, "Hey, when's your next fight?" I was like, "Hey, I want to go to one of your fights," and they're supporting me.
And your family. How's your mom feel about her son getting punched in the face?
Oh man, my mom. Ever since I was an amateur, my mom still gets nervous. So when I was amateur, she would get nervous me just fighting, and that's me wearing a headgear and 10-ounce gloves. Now my mom gets even. She still gets a little nervous, but she's more calm. She gets nervous because it's like we're no headgear, uh, 8 ounces gloves, and then knowing that I could fight like whatever age, so I could fight someone who's like 38, someone who's 30. She's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna fight a grown man. She gets nervous about that part too. And I'm like, mom, no need to get nervous. I'm like, I'm the one who's gonna be up there. I'm relaxed. I'm confident in myself. I know what to do. I trained hard for this fight. Now it's time to go put in the work.
Yeah.
You said your dad took you to the gym. Well, K9 has a son that boxes too. So and does your father have a background in boxing?
Uh, Actually, no. My dad, when him growing up, he would watch a lot of boxing. So then I guess when he wanted me to learn how to defend myself, that's what got him the idea of putting me in boxing.
Yeah. Good job so far. Hey, it was a good thing he did that. You know, we love it now.
Yes, sir.
Did you win any national tournaments when you was amateur? Any nationals?
Um, I actually didn't, but I would always go all the way up to my quarterfinals, quarter of the semifinals, and sadly I'd get eliminated around there.
Oh, okay, okay, that's okay. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. I ain't win no nationals and won 2 world titles, so you ain't gotta win no nationals to become a world champ.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so man, that's good, man. Hey, I guarantee you, just make sure you don't fall for the okie doke, because once you get in position, a lot of people gonna come and want to be your promoter. You know, so Sonny had 10 amateur fights where nobody knocked it down my door. But once I got in position, oh man, they got to put their arms around me. Everybody wanted to, man, some people from PBC, they follow me to the bathroom. So, you know, make sure you remember those guys that you're trying to, trying to be a part of their team or want them to sign you, that's looking at you and rolling their eyes. Because it's gonna come a time that you can roll your eyes at them. But make them pay, make them make you pay, or make them
Yes,
pay
sir.
you. Yeah, I guess
So,
you. Now I was gonna say, I guess if you had a manager, he gonna take care of all that anyway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Then you 18 years old, so you still you still a young buck, boy. You young, you young. Yeah, yeah. You can actually you can actually afford to make a few mistakes. Not that you want to, but at 18 years old, man, you got a long way to go, man. Very long. You still in high school. Wow, that's good, man. It's very impressive. You're doing really good for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
uh, how, speaking of education, you're 18 years old. You're getting ready to graduate high school. How hard was it on you? Mentally, to be able to stay focused, stay in high school, and pursue your career at the same time. A lot of kids your age don't have that type of mental fortitude.
Sometimes it is a struggle having to do high school, uh, and boxing at the same time. Cause there would be the days where I had to leave Thursday when we fight in Mexico. We weigh in Thursday, fight Friday, or weigh in Friday, fight Saturday, and I couldn't do online school that day of my weigh-ins or the day of my fight. So I would just tell my teachers. I let them the day before. I was like, "Excuse me, miss. I'm a professional boxer. I leave tomorrow. I weigh in this day and I fight this day, so I won't be in your class. I hope that's okay. But I'll still do the work the day I come back." And they'd accept it, and that was cool. So it was all about me opening up to my teachers and letting them know like my life, and if they can accept it. But if not, then I would do the work that day of my weigh-in, but not the day of my fight because I had to be really focused that day. And mentally wasn't really that much of a problem because when I had also come to strength and conditioning, my little sister also did online school, so I would just tell her, "Hey, if I'm not back by this time, can you sign me into my next class?" She'd be like, "Yeah." So it wasn't really that big of a challenge having to do school and boxing.
You mentioned your little sister. How big is your family?
So it's me, my mom, my dad, and my two sisters. I have an older sister who's 22 and a younger sister who's about to be 15.
Okay. And, is there a really close family bond there? I mean, you mentioned being able to have the family at the fights and all that. I mean, you mentioned your mom. What about your sisters?
All my sisters, um, they're amazing. They've always been there for me since day one. My older sister, she's always she made me some shirts for my last fight, and I really appreciate her for that. She surprised me with them too. I didn't even know, and that really meant a lot to me. She's there with me, helping me with advice. Of course, that's what an older sibling does. And my younger sister, oh my god, if anything, I owe a lot to my little sister. I mean, her signing me into class, uh, helping me around the house, helping me with our dogs, with my mom, with my dad, and everything else. So having their help really means a lot to me, especially being as a pro as well.
Yeah, family means a lot. You want to give the young man some gems here, K9?
Oh yeah, man. Listen, a family that prays together stays together. I man, hey, I started boxing at the age of 18. So, you actually doing way better than I did because I started boxing at 18. I ain't turned pro to 21. So, you boxing at the age of 18, your daddy, is in your corner, stick with your dad, man. Stick with everybody that's there for you now on your way up. Because once you get there, it's so easy to forget, the people that was actually there for you. I'm talking about as far as like the immediate people you gonna continue to remember. But it's gonna be a bunch of people when you get in position, man, it's gonna pop out of nowhere and it's gonna seem like they always been there. So,
Yeah.
just make sure keep your circle small, man, keep God first, man, and continue to win.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, continue to win. Keep learning though. Keep learning, and you young, so be patient. Because being 18 years old, I know you want it right now, but you're only 18 years old. You get time, so like in your car right now, pump your brakes a little bit. If when everything gets to where it moves a little fast for you, or you want it, because hey, it might not happen overnight like that, and you got time on your side.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got time on your side.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I see. Is it dark down there in San Antonio now, or getting pretty close to it?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's about to get dark out here, and it's because I'm in the car right now too.
so, are you on your way home from training, or are you on your way down to the gym?
Or is that
Now
your
I'm on
man?
my way back from the gym, down back home.
Okay, okay. So your day, you kind of winding down. Uh, how long have you been up? What time did your day start today?
My day actually started around 6:15. That's when I woke up to get ready for practice. Uh, we ran about we ran 6-7 miles today. Then after that, I just ate breakfast, chilled, and then chilled till 5:30 and went to the gym and work hard. That's all I know.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kenan, you want to add anything before we let the young man go and find out his social media and all that?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, my young bro, this is what you do, bro. You know what I mean? Trust when I tell you. Make sure you study a lot, man. Study. What made me a great fighter is I was always learning. Make sure you definitely record when you work out. And don't just let your dad just be your trainer and let him just do all the work. Make sure you go watch yourself train, go and work on your weaknesses. Whatever your dad feels your weakness, work on that. But man, shadow box a lot. Shadow box, like I say, record what you do and don't be so quick to put your stuff out here, be slow to speak. You know what I mean? One thing that helped me out too a whole lot is I didn't let my left hand know what my right hand was saying. So I didn't let people know how good I really was. Or when they was running a 5 miles, I didn't say nothing. I was running 12 and 15 miles. But I wouldn't say nothing. I didn't let them. I let them think that they was doing something. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
don't,
sir.
don't be real loud. Don't sound trumpets of what you doing. Let them think what they want to think. You know what I mean? Be slow to speak. Let them talk, and you just pay attention. But make sure you watch yourself. Record yourself, man, and don't put it out here. But record yourself and watch yourself. Keep getting better. Be the best trainer you can actually have, other than your dad, is yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Get the people your social media and all that. And next time you come on the show, you got to make sure you tell somebody because we got a lot of young men that come on the show, and it's a great opportunity to people to get to know who they are, to follow their social media. At the same time, when I first got on the show with JK had his own show, and I was on his show. But let me tell you something. When I got on the show, I told everybody, you could ask JK, hey JK. Man, Detroit was in the building. I told everybody everybody told. I made sure I told everybody to tell everybody to tell everybody. So man, when you looked up, you'd be like, dang. So people would want to get you back on the show every time. If we looked on here right now, and we had 50 people on the live. We're like, dang, he brought a crowd. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go out there and you got to hustle, man. You got to hustle. You know, Jake
Yes, sir.
Paul is where he at because he hustled. He ain't even a real boxer, but he got a fan base. You know why? Because he a hustler. So don't be like the rest of them. You know, a lot of these young guys we had come on here, they don't hustle. I got a few of them that come on that JK have come on, man. It'd be lit. You know, you know what I'm saying? So hustle, man, hustle.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Um, so give us all your social media, man. Tell us where they can find you and your final thoughts for the evening, man.
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Javier Fernandez Jr. And y'all can find me on Instagram with 2 H's. It's Javier.
All right, man. Well, make sure you put it out there, and if you follow me or K9 or both of us, we'll follow you back.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, my dog. One love, man. Appreciate you, man. Don't be a stranger.
I won't. Appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Our dog's us, my dog.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, no doubt. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, K9, I'm gonna admit that I'm somewhat of a homer
Okay.
on this our last guest.
Yeah.
Giovanni is from here in San Diego,
Okay.
and he just fought Sunday.
Oh.
He took care of his opponent, but he's a young man out of here in San Diego, and it was one of the reasons why I wanted to get him on. Not only for the local audience, but also, the nationwide audience, because now he's on with the two-time world champion. So, he's
Good.
so
Yeah, that's
so
good.
so Giovanni will be on probably within the next 4 or 5 minutes or so. But I always said now, not. When I talk about Benavidez, and everybody thinks I'm saying Benavidez, but I'm talking about Benavidez, the one that's trained by our own John Scully.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking to get Scully on very soon because I want to know if this so-called Canelo is for real. I mean, I can see him fighting Charlo. I mean, Charlo or Demetrius.
Yeah.
But him calling out Benavidez is kind of a mystery because, well, now I did say that he, out of those 10 fights that he signed for, it would be 8 or 9 before he had a fight that was really going to be hard, and that would be right on time because if he fights Caleb Plant, I believe that's number 7.
Yeah, man.
And then if he fights either Charlo or who am I? You know who I'm thinking of, my boy.
Boo Boo, Andre.
Boo Boo, yeah, Boo Boo. If he fights Boo Boo or Charlo, that would be number 7. I mean, number 8.
Yeah.
So Benavidez would be right up in there, close to the end of his contract.
Yeah.
But I don't. I think Benavidez is too much risk.
And he not listen. He capping. He ain't how he about to fight those guys. Those guys just drop names. You know, all those guys from Gervonta Davis to David Haney. All those guys, to be honest with you, they drop names because they names associates with their name makes it. People talking about it. So I mean, Floyd was good at that. Floyd will drop a name, but don't mean he would fight that name. You know what I mean? But it'll keep his name out here. So basically, what all these fighters are doing are just doing basically what Jake Paul is doing. They just opportunists. They want to blaze Jake Paul because he's not really like considered a real fighter. But Jake Paul is doing what Canelo is doing. he's fighting who he know he can beat with the biggest name. Same thing Canelo is doing. He's fighting who he know he can beat with the biggest name. Same thing Mayweather did. He fought who he knew he can beat with the biggest name. And that's all they doing. Nobody really fights each other anymore. I mean, I say out of 100%, I would say 7% we'll see the best fight the best. So in the 7%, we got guys like Tyson Fury fighting against Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Nah. Other than Teofimo Lopez, who wanted all the smoke. Who else we got that fight any and everybody? Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford ain't never gonna fight.
I hear you. Is our next guest in the queue?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely true. I see he moving his head like this. He getting ready like he got a fight come. No.
What's going on, Giovanni? How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
Now, hey man, I told the people that you just had a fight Sunday, man. You make me look bad, man. I mean, no bruises, no puffiness. I mean, hey man,
well, it was Saturday.
I'm sorry, Saturday. Okay, so hey, but first of all, I had to tell the guys that what happened.
Oh yeah, I think he took himself off. I don't know. He did the Houdini. Oh wait, let's find out. Let me see.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. I had to tell the guys, that this was somewhat of a homer because I'm here in San Diego also.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure. I've been kind of bugging you about being on the show. The last time you were in training, and you had some other things going on, but it does. First of all, tell us a little bit about how you got into boxing and your amateur record. Just a few things about Giovanni.
Yeah. No. Well, first, thank you for me to get on the page. The same.
We can't. You seem to be going in and out a little bit.
Oh, on the signal.
Yeah, as far as your voice, we can see you. We just can't. Okay?
I'll talk a little louder.
Okay.
I can hear him.
But yeah, I'm just here in San Diego. And I started, boxing when I was 8 years old. My dad took because he didn't like seeing me and my brother just laying around at home after school. He's like, no, you guys get active. And I tried soccer, I tried and that really. So I hit that boxing gym and I went to a gym that it was all adults. I was, an old school gym. And here in San Diego, you don't find that too often anymore. A lot of it is you'll see MMA, you'll see Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. But when I first started, that was just straight boxing gym, and all adults. I was one of 2 or 3 kids there, and so you had to be serious. And so when I started training, it was something we took very serious. And just from then on, we kept going.
Did you have any amateur fights?
Yeah, I had about 80. I did some here in the U.S., some in Mexico.
And what was or what do you think was your record?
I probably had somewhere 7 losses out of those 80 fights. Yeah.
Okay.
From my first fight, I was 9, and then last fight I was probably 9.
And what's your weight class right now? And tell everybody what's your record.
Right now I'm 27-0. I'm fighting at welterweight now. And, I started off as a junior welterweight. Now we're welterweight, 147.
Well, that guy that you see there with the bald head, he was a 2-time junior middleweight champion, K9 bundrage.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna turn you over to K9 here for a few minutes.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, bro? You all right?
Yeah, we're good. I'm good.
Hey, you sound come on. Hey, who was that breathing hard like that? JK?
Ain't nobody here with me. Ain't no reason for me to be breathing hard.
I hear somebody. Hey man, you got some girl right there around you somewhere.
Besides, this is a family rated show, so I get.
Okay. Hey, no, I was gonna say, Giovanni, man, you got a name that's it's more like a, saying more like a model type name, like your and that name, the name sounds real cold. It sounds like a name, like a GQ name, like sound like. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me though?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, no. It has a real unique name. Now your dad, they gave you the name. Don't seem like your name would fit as a boxing name.
Yeah,
Yeah. But they don't mean that. Boy, you 27-0. Like, wow, that is
yeah.
impressive. You know what I mean? I ain't hear you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, 20. But you fought at junior welterweight. I'm trying to figure out why I haven't heard about you. I mean, they had you up on their radar? Was you with the wrong promoter, and now you with the right promoter? Because 27-0,
Yeah,
I supposed to be, like I noticed Giovanni and that name. Oh man, come on, man.
yeah. Well, I think I think back in 2017 is when I got myself ranked at WBO. I got to the point where I got up to number 4, and
Okay.
then unfortunately we ran into some issues with contract and stuff like that, and
Okay.
so I stayed out of the ring probably like 8 months, and then since then I haven't been too active, and but now after this fight, I'm planning, hopefully we're able to stay active, and I think that's just what it's gonna take. I would love to fight 2 more times this year. I just got my fight done Saturday. Luckily, came out with no injuries. I feel good. So if I can get in there by September, that'd be great. And I think for me to get exposure, I'm just have to keep fighting more often, and then I think
Yeah.
it's on me.
Who is your are you promoted by anybody? Anybody that's well known yet or no?
Yeah, we're working with Top Rank now, so I think
Oh,
keep me busy, and
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Frank. If you remember, K9, when we had Frank Stayer on the show, this was one of the gentlemen that Frank had mentioned.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually talked to Bob Aram maybe about 4 days ago. I was supposed to have him come on the show, but I didn't give him a call. I had got a little, under the weather. But yeah. You definitely one thing about Top Rank, they definitely know how to get you to the top. You know what I mean? Now when they get you to the top, it's another thing. It's gonna be up to you to be able to take it to the next level.
yeah,
Now, for Floyd said, you know what? They only gonna take me to the ceiling. He was like, man, you know what? To get past the ceiling, yeah, I gotta buy myself out the contract. So he bought himself out the contract, and boom, we know him as Money Mayweather. So
yeah,
they can get you to the top, but once you get there, that's when you gotta do other things. You know what I mean? Whether it's talk more, you know what I mean? Because it ain't just about you can fight. You got to be out here barking. You got you got to be barking. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
No,
and I don't know. I mean, what is it about you that's gonna make Because you can fight. Okay, you 27. No, you can fight. But what else is it about you that'll make you stick out? Is that people say this guy is an actual superstar?
well, I know every fight that I go in there, I'm kidding. I think every fight that I go in there, people are going to be excited to watch because there's going to be a lot of action in my fight. Because
Okay.
you know you gotta not look for the KO, but because that's
Yeah.
when sometimes you got to be smart. But
Yeah.
definitely we want that KO. If we see that opening, then we're going to take it.
Yeah.
And go out there.
Right. You hey look, so I mean, why not call out somebody like Tank Davis? He just put on a heck of a performance.
Yeah,
You just that what you was just that when you just at 140?
yeah, 140.
You was just at 140? I mean, if the opportunity presented itself,
If
are you a big
top
what? Go
down,
ahead.
top down. If we could make that fight happen, I'll meet up at 140.
Mm, okay. Hey, you with Top Rank, so I mean, but I don't know, 140. Teofimo Lopez, if it was a possibility to fight Teofimo Lopez, would you take that fight?
I would love that fight. I talked about it actually recently, and my dad and I, we've been talking about that, and I know he's kind of big for 135, so I'm sure he's gonna move up to 140 soon. And
Of course.
if that fight came up and they mentioned it to me, I'll take it.
Okay. Okay. What is your style? I mean, you look from where you sitting, you look like you a southpaw. Are you a southpaw?
Yeah, southpaw.
See, I can see. You know I know boxing, buddy. You look like a southpaw. I ain't lying. I'm sitting here looking at you like, yeah, you sitting like a southpaw. I knew it. Hey, look, see, hey, I pay attention. That's why one thing about me, boy. Hey, the boy got game. I've been doing this boxing a long time. I'm looking at you right now like you want to throw a left hand at me right now. See, I'm moving, getting out the way, boy. Hey, oh man. Hey, so listen, you gotta be sneaky with it because I wasn't supposed to be able to peep you that easy like that, you know.
Yeah.
So what that's so that's telling me that people are watching you. So so make sure you stay on your P's and Q's because they ain't gonna give you nothing easy. They ain't gonna give you nothing easy. So you gotta go to the next mile. All right, whatever you're doing, don't be content. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, a lot of times, I will inhale, exhale. You know what I mean, and that will get me in trouble. So do not take your foot off the paddle, off the gas. You know what I mean? Keep your foot on the gas. Because if I'd have been more into social media and was watching what was going on, do you remember the movie Belly? You ever saw Belly?
I don't remember if I caught that one.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you about it a little bit about it. In the movie Belly, it was this guy named Ox. So Ox, he wasn't paying attention to what was going on. Like, he was getting saucy. You know what I mean? He was getting saucy, right?
Yeah.
And he looked up and was like, man, they was all coming about to try to get him. So so now he ended up, he started trying to get himself together, but it was too late. So it's kind of like if I'd have been looking at social media, like, oh, hold on, these boys is doing this, they talking like this, they saying this, it'd have prepared me more. You know what I mean? I'd have got more prepared. Instead, I wasn't. So make sure you keep your foot on the gas pedal, man. And don't let up. But don't let your, like I was telling our last guest, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is saying. I mean, don't make it so easy that a person can be able to peep you out. You know what I mean? It's staying a different kind of way. You okay with me, so it don't matter that I know you a southpaw, but I'm just saying the next person, do not let them figure you out that easy. I mean, I'm such a smart guy that if I was gonna fight you, whatever, and that, I would see what hand you right with, because I'd be like, oh, he ain't really no southpaw. He really right handed. He just fights southpaw. So I'm real smart. You know what I mean? And you got some guys that's like that. You know what I mean? And them the simple things, the small things can win you a fight. You know what I mean? And so you close. You know what I mean? You close to where you want to be. You know what I mean? But at the same time, one mistake can cost you, man. And them same people that's got their arms around you and you like, oh man, I'm in a good position. Man, they will drop you like a heartbeat, boy. You hear me? Trust me. Boxing is one of the dirtiest sports in the world. I'm telling you. It's one point in time I had 3 cell phones. I lost one fight, boom, I was down with one, and that was barely ringing. So I just I got a whole bunch of information for you. You know what I mean? But I just want to see you. You know what I mean? You on the show. I look at you as family because you're on the show, man. And so I want to give back as much as I can. And if I could just implant something in you that you could be able to say, man, that made a lot of sense. That you take it and you run with it.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate the wise words, man. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, because I'm telling you, you got a bunch of friends right now. You undefeated. They all want to be your friends. You know what I mean? But the girls, you got the name too, Giovanni. Oh man, Giovanni, we like you, Giovanni. You slipped one time. You gonna be looking like, dang, like, hold on, what am I? You gonna be looking in the mirror like, dang, do I got a pimple or something?
Hey man, and he's out here in California, man, especially San Diego. So but tell us a little bit about your team, man. The people that actually help you when you train and get in the ring.
Yeah, so I got my dad. He's always been in my corner as a pro, and but now after last month and my dad, this year this came out of him. He just felt like we gotta work with people with more experience. So we started working with Robert Garcia as well for this fight.
Oh,
and it worked out well.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
I feel like I showed a difference from my last fight to this fight, but I still got a lot to work on. But that we're heading in the right direction. And I think we got the right team right now.
So are you training up in Oxnard, or are you training here in San Diego?
He's in Riverside, so
Okay.
far of a drive for me. So I'll be training, basically half and half for right now.
Okay. 27-0. How many knockouts?
I got 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys got a little power there too, huh? So, when guys look across there and see those movie star looks, they don't know, that, hey man, actually, I'm a fighter. Unlike Ken, I'm not a model. So,
Yeah.
do you think some guys kind of, underestimate you? And what's your moniker? Pretty Boy Santillo, or I mean, what comes with Giovanni, or do you box under Giovanni?
No, call me El Gallo de Oro. It's in Spanish. El Gallo de Oro, the Golden Rooster.
Okay, all right, the Golden Rooster. All right, hey, okay. Now let's see. I've heard of the Golden Goose. So is that a Mexican legend or something like that?
No, they got the Fighting Roosters in Mexico, and
Oh, okay. You should have signed with Roy Jones. Yeah, Roy Jones going to teach you how to fight and train your chickens at the same time. Hey, but how did you adopt that name, man?
It came from my cut man. He's actually been a friend of mine since I was like 13. He just felt that it fit, because in Mexico, when you're a gallo, it's like you're willing to face whoever, you're down to face any opponent they put in front of you. You're down to fight, and you just lay it on line every time.
And who's your cut man?
His name is Al Gomez, good friend of mine.
Okay. Do you surround yourself with a lot of family?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm my immediate family most. I got my extended family, but it's mostly my immediate family, pretty close.
Well, tell us a little bit about the family.
Yeah, I got I'm the oldest brother. I got a sister, but I got my two parents. There's just like 5 of us, and I actually got a little boy too. I got a 4-year-old.
I'm gonna fight for.
I'm gonna fight for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I see you got some big old hands too, man. Boy, you got Tyson Fury hands. Oh my goodness.
What kind of reach you got there, man?
I don't even know, man. I think I got.
Yeah, I got my reach is the roll of 72, so I know you look like you got those long arms. Do you fight behind your jab?
Yeah, for this fight, yeah, absolutely behind. That's how you got to set it up. This fight that I just fought, we try to be a little bit more aggressive and press the action, and show for that I just got done with.
All right. Yeah,
and you were doing some other projects along while you were training. Tell the fans about that. You had wrote me a note when I asked you the first time that you were doing some work with the community, I believe.
Oh no, yeah. So I work at a gym. So I also I'm at the gym all day. If I'm not classes as well, do one-on-ones, but whenever I got my fight coming up, I slow down on that and focus more on my training. But downtime, I'm saying I'm learning. Every time I'm teaching, it's like I'm relearning it as well.
So where can they find you here in San Diego? If do you go out of an open gym, or is it a private gym, or what? I know I used to go to when Canelo was in town. We used to go to the House of Boxing, but there were some other places, good gyms here in town. So where are you training?
This one's called the Boxing Club. They got like 3 locations, but I'm usually at the one in downtown.
Oh, okay, all right.
So feel free to stop by.
Oh man, yeah, because you're real close to me. I'm right up here in North Park.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So you'll have to send me the address. I'll come down and maybe we'll take some pictures and
Yeah.
do some videos and whatnot. Put up here on the K on the Dog Pound. We got a couple websites here, so
Yeah.
K9 27-0, and how old are you now, Giovanni?
29.
29. So you've been in the game for a little bit here, and you've seen both sides at 29.
Yeah.
So at 29, what do you actually contribute your longevity to? Usually by 29, guys are either settling in, or just a lot of them are just settling into their boxing career. We've seen a lot of older champions now than I think that we've seen at any other time. What's your thoughts on that?
To be honest, it all comes down to your lifestyle. If you're out partying all the time, then you're gonna age a lot quicker in boxing. And one thing that I tried, even in that I had 18 months, I feel like instead of it throwing me, all I did was break. And the thing is, I kept training about that whole time, hoping that the contract stuff would fix itself. So I didn't see him, and that's one thing. In between fights, you have to keep training and keep trying to improve. And I think it all comes down to that.
Now, you also mentioned, that you live at home, I believe, with your parents.
Yeah. So my dad keeps, he's my coach. I call him Coach 24/7 because he's coach all the time.
Well,
Right.
well, I'm not as concerned about that as I am about Mama and Mama's cooking.
Yeah.
How do you keep your weight, man? I'm sure Mama's always telling you, you look skinny. You look skinny.
Yeah.
How do you keep that weight down in between fights, man?
Yeah. Well, I'm always in the gym, because I'm working at the gym as well. But the thing is, both my parents are always, they really want to see me succeed. So they make sure, hey, if they see me eating too much, they're like, hey, slow it down, things like that. But my mom, they cook good food, healthy food.
Yeah. Somebody want to ask you, what is your social concern? What do you want to do as the champ?
What was that?
What is your social concern? What do you want to do as a champ?
What do I want to do as a champ?
Yeah, somebody asked you that. Yeah, Wine Sharp asked you that.
Well, first I got to get to that championship. I want that
Right.
fight. Once I get right now, I'm climbing, and my focus is on working hard to get there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Are you ready? Are you ready? Where you rated at right now?
I don't even know. I haven't checked right now. At one point, I was on a WBO number 4, and then we had that little layoff, so that set us back. But I think actually that 1 or 2 fights, it'll get me back into it.
Yeah. Well, you were top ranked, so I mean, they definitely ain't. You with a good trainer too, though. You got Garcia, Robert Garcia is helping you now too. So yeah, you should be okay now. Yeah, you should be okay. You said that it was a little, you was having bad contracts or whatever you were in, but now you good now.
Yeah. Got worked out.
Okay.
No problems.
Well, you learned your lesson now, so now everything you going forward, straight, not making them same bad decisions anymore. Now at that point in time when you were you under contract with someone? I mean, or since then have you moved on and you end up getting signing a contract with Top Rank?
Yeah, we work. We're working with Top Rank. We're working with someone else, but we're still we got good relationship with them as well. We work all out and solve everything.
Okay. All right, and you say you're looking to fight in September. So they letting you know that you might be fighting in September, or is that just the goal? That's just what you want.
That's my goal. But manager pretty soon this week. He after my fight, we talked, and he said give him a call later on this week after a couple days, and we'll talk about what the next move is. But September, I think, would be perfect for me to get back in there.
Yeah. Do you feel like you ready I mean, for a world title, are you ready for the top guys? I mean, what do you think you at right now?
I'm at that point where I want those big fights. I know I got a lot to work on, but I think we're heading in the right direction with the right team. But those are the fights that I want, that I'm looking for. I think with bigger fights, I'm gonna level up as well. I know it's gonna. I'm gonna work harder, just knowing that I got a tough fight in front of me.
Yeah, at 147 right now, would you say you ready for a Terrence Crawford right now?
I would love to get that fight. To be honest, I would love to get that fight, and I think it's an easy fight to make with both of us being under top rank. I know with it's harder to make other fights for him right now because they're all mostly under PBC. I think, but
Yeah,
I think it's an easy fight to make.
yeah. Hey, but you do. I mean, do you think that you? I mean, what fighter ain't gonna say they ain't ready? But
Yeah, that's the
you
thing. For me, I have to still reach another for that. But
yeah.
but we're working hard. We're working hard.
Okay.
We're getting,
Okay. All right. Well, hey, you got a good trainer. You got you with a good promotion. So, just be patient. You know what I mean? You've been patient all this time, and
Yeah.
keep winning, keep winning. But when your opportunity presents itself, you got to make sure you make the best. The
show
best.
up.
Yeah, exactly. You got to show up and show up.
Uh,
Definitely.
is there any fighter that you have kind of patterned yourself after, or any fighters that you look up to that may have influenced your career?
I mean, one fighter I've always looked up to is Floyd Mayweather. I was part of his camp when he fought Manny Pacquiao. Me being a southpaw, I helped him out for that training camp, and just everything he's done in the sport, up to.
Oh man, we got somebody that's actually sparred with Money Mayweather. What impressed you most about Money?
That work ethic and I think his mentality. Just the way he was training. Even in the
You got some lights there, man. We can barely see you if you turn on the light.
Yeah. I peeped
There
him out.
you go.
He
Okay.
want to know he's still southpaw. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So, what impressed you, as I was saying, most about Money, and what did you take away from that experience?
his work ethic for sure. Every day he's hard, but also just there were days. You have days in training camp that aren't always where you have tough sparring. But I noticed for him, he'd have tough sparring sessions, but always train hard. It's like he didn't let it get him down. And on the night of the fight, when it matters, that's when he always does his thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You sparred with Tim Bradley too?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody did their homework. They know all about you.
26 last fight with Manny Pacquiao, I helped him out for that one.
Oh, okay.
So you've had some great experience, Timothy Bradley, Floyd Mayweather. Any other camps you've been in?
Those two probably the highest caliber fighters that I've worked with.
I'm not really understanding what he's saying, but it says, do you want free agents like Canelo and some other top fighters? So I guess, in other words, what they're asking is how far in weight you would be willing to move up.
I think right now at 147, I'm comfortable. I feel good here, but I know for junior middleweight, I think towards the end of my career.
So,
but I think the majority of my career will be.
So you're saying that you've actually probably got your man strength now, and
yeah, I think right now I'm at my prime, prime, and this is why I need those top fights now.
K9 look like he got an egg over there. I'm looking at that right bicep over there.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you do. He flexing too. He knew he's gonna be. Hey, listen, he got that. And he flexing. He's trying to get a little endorsement deal or something. He's trying to get a endorsement deal. You're a smart man. Oh man. I don't know what they said.
You said what brand do you use? Grants. I'm assuming he's talking about gloves or whatever. I want to know what brand are you using? I think Top Rank uses Rival, don't they?
Top Rank. I'm not sure. I fought with Everlasting this last fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
And I know I got K9 here, but K9's a little older now, so yeah. But
boy.
talking about equipment, man. Do you notice a big difference between gloves, or how did you happen to settle on the ones that you use?
Oh, question for me?
Yeah.
Right. Mostly Everlast, I think, and I tried the Cleto Reyes ones too. Like for the fights, right? The fighting gloves, they're made a little different. But for Everlast, my favorite right now is the Elite one for fighting.
What's it called?
I think Everlast.
Okay.
You K9, what do you fight with?
Man, listen. Hey, Giovanni, trust me when I tell you, get those grants.
Telling me those.
Yeah. Man, listen, wear those grants. If you're gonna wear the Everlast, wear the Mexican style Everlast. Wear those. It's a real good point, huh?
Check them out. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican kind. Yeah, man, trust me, those. Man, I hit. Now look, Carlos Molina. I ain't never saw him get knocked down by nobody. But when I hit him with the Mexican gloves on, Everlast, dropped him like 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times. I mean, I got the egg like you though, so that be a little bit to it too. But them trust me, them Mexican Everlast or either the Grant, or trust me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try them out.
Yeah, try them. Yeah, especially and is Everlast endorsing you?
Yeah, they help me here, trying everything.
Okay. Yeah, and if you can, man, try to get paid from them, man. Because you doing them a favor by wearing, their outfits. You know what I mean? And it's about business now. If I was to do it all over with, listen, I would wear it, but you wear it if they gonna pay you. Floyd wearing everything he wearing, they paying him for that.
Yeah.
When I was on, I don't know if you heard of the reality show I was on called The Contender. When I was on The Contender, we were the Contender was being paid for us to wear Everlast. So we thought we was doing something because we was sponsored by Everlast, but we wasn't getting the money. The Contenders were. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you wear, with that name you got, that Giovanni, that's a cold name, man. So you got to get paid. Get paid. Your name is worth money. You know what I mean? So you got to make money, man. Everlast is cool, but man, forget some Everlast. If they ain't paying you, man, listen, straight. You know what I mean? Or what? Go ahead. You can use me. You use me. I'm gonna use you. Make you in the books. When you in the books, make sure they put your social media up and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely do that, man. You know what I'm saying? If they use you, let them use you, but make sure you use them too. Because at the end of the day, this boxing is a dirty game, man. These people is not your friend. They act like they're your friends. I remember I lost my last fight, bro. The guy I thought was my man, and then he disappeared. Quick. I mean, I could go on forever, man. I mean, it's now when you undefeated, see you don't know none of the stuff I'm telling you about right now because you never lost. So I'm telling you from experience. You know what I mean? Hey man, people it's a dirty game. Boxing is one of the dirtiest sports in the world. So I prayerfully you never lose a fight, but pay attention right now and get your bread right now. You don't have to be a world champ to be able to get paid right now. Boxing is probably the highest paid sport right now. They paying like never before. Get your bread now. Being 27-0, you can get money right now. You 27-0. Get your bread now. Man, let them man, what man? You better talk your talk, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Talk your talk, get paid now, bro. I'm telling you. If you and if you got some people that surround you and they just quiet and they just want just be quiet. Well, get somebody around you that's good that can talk. If you have to hire somebody and tell them, whatever they get you, what they bring to the table, they can get a piece of that. But say, I need you to put, to talk. I need you to bark. If you ain't gonna be doing one barking, you got to get somebody that can bark real good, man. I'm telling you, need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Robert Garcia does a very good job of promoting his fighters also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Giovanni, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on social media? Give us your final thoughts for the evening. And hey, man, I'm going to come down to the gym and
Yeah.
see you, man.
Yeah. No, for putting me on the show. You guys can find me on Instagram. It's just Giovanni Santillan, and you'll find me there.
Okay. All right. Is that on you on Instagram, Facebook, all of those?
Yeah, I don't go much on my Facebook, but Instagram, that's the spot.
Okay. Yeah. All you guys seem to love Instagram, man. So I got to make sure I keep my Instagram account up. But hey, if you guys look on Instagram, you'll see me either under J King the Third or West Coast Steelers fan. So follow me, and I'll follow you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Me too, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, one of the K9 boxing, my man.
Yeah.
And don't forget, make sure you put us up on your social media, and you can check out our interviews on K9's YouTube channel. Make sure,
right. Promote. You gotta promote. You gotta speak up.
Yeah.
All right, my man. You have a good one, and I expect to see you soon.
Thank you.
Hey, for real. Keep winning, my dog.
Yeah.
All right, much love. Giovanni. What a name. And he can fight too. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. There you go. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So
hey man, just in case the fans, we didn't have a show last week. You were a little under the weather,
man.
But hey, we're glad to see you and the family recovered well and back on the show. So hey, just by the grace of God, everything turned out all right. I was a little concerned. I know you got, a bunch of little ones, Noah's there and whatnot, man. Wasn't worried so much about your big head, man. But but hey, glad to see you and SB both recovered, man. And
yes, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, make sure make sure y'all tap in tomorrow too, because we're gonna have a live exhibition tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's I'm showing, it was the anniversary. There we go, the anniversary when I defended my belt against Corey Spinks. So tomorrow's the anniversary when I defeated Corey Spinks. So we gonna do an exhibition, celebrating, that butt whooping I gave Corey Spinks.
So who are you doing an exhibition with? Or
I'm actually going I'm hosting it. I'm gonna be the host, so little K9 gonna be, he gonna be getting his punch on. Dean Glazer. We got Steve, Big Steve. We got little DJ. I got Team K9 in the building. So we gonna go out there and show out, and we gonna make it do what it do. So y'all tap in. It should be really nice. Somebody going night. Somebody going night. This is gonna be fun. But hey, man, appreciate you, man. Hey, God is good. Thank everybody for tapping in. My social media, JK.
We don't want your social media. We want to know what the hell is going on in K9's corner, man.
Oh, man, listen, the K9's corner, man. I just want to at K9's corner. I'm grateful, man. I just want to thank the fans at K9's corner. We commentated, the Gervonta Davis fight, and we had 108,000 people actually tapped in and watched it with me they listen to me, tell them what I see and how I saw the fight. And I just wanted just to thank the fans, the great fans of the sport of boxing for tapping in. And actually, JK actually had 1,300 new subscribers that night. Let me rewind that. 1,300 new subscribers. The night of the Gervonta Davis fight. So I just wanted to, give my appreciation. Thank the wonderful fans of the sport of boxing for showing so much love. And I'm just excited and happy and thankful that they growing with us. We growing together, and that's a wonderful thing. So that's what I have at now boxing, big fella.
All right, man. Well, hey, give me your social media, and let me give mine, and then you can give yours. Of course, it's JK3. You can see it right there. You go on there, you can catch our show, the K9's Corner, the Weekend Wrap. If you mess with politics, you can hit us up with that. And by the way, we're going to kick off for the month of July with a lot of vigor. Our goal to make sure that we get this water to Flint. We're going to start the 1st of July, and we hope to have the gyms and the donation places in place so that this water can be given away, or at least the names will be furnished by Labor Day. So we're going to work on the summer, try to get at least 5 we're going to start out with 1,000 cases of water to Flint.
I got some people involved too, though. I know you had told me to reach out to a few different gyms too, so I got Title Boxing willing to get involved, and I got Jabs Gym that's willing to get involved. So I do have 2 gyms that wants to get involved and be a part of it. So I did do my homework on that.
All right. Well, we'll be trying to get letters out by the end of the week to different people that we're hoping to sponsor. Maybe 10, 15, 20 cases of water. It's sad that we want to get these kids involved in different after school programs, but they don't have fit water to drink. So, this is our way of giving back to the sport of boxing and the young kids and people like you, K9, that have spent your life, involved in the sport. So we just want to give back to the kids. It's all about the younger generation.
Man, that's right. We are the world. That's right. We are the children for sure. Yeah. Yep. All right then, big fella. All right, JK, man. Good seeing you again, my bro. We here. Dogs.
Hey, get my package in the mail this week, man. Don't make me. Don't. Southwest got $39 tickets to Detroit. Don't make me have to sneak up there. Hey.
I'm on it. Make sure you send me a text tonight too, so I can remember tomorrow.
All right, my dog.
All right, my guy. Appreciate you, my dog. Good night, y'all. One love. That's right.